So if you are one of those guys who happen to have a Steam Deck, right, and you don't want to go through all the hoops and hassle of going through the hard way to install a Windows on your Steam Deck, there is a better way to do it. There is a more feasible way of doing it, and that's called Shadow. And we're going to talk about that right now. Is it feasible to have Shadow service to run on your Steam Deck? So let's dive right into it now, shall we? All right, so this is my Shadow PC Cloud that I have. This is my service. This is being streamed through a server in Texas. I'm in Florida, and that's why it's at 7 o'clock and 6 minutes when it's 8 o'clock and 6 minutes on the East Coast. All right, so there I am inside my Shadow on my Steam Deck. Now, keep in mind, with Shadow, you have no limitations to what you can run. You can pretty much run anything you want to run. Any game, there won't be any limitations. It's pretty much like having your own PC inside this device. And all I'm using, it's actually 5 megabits. Here, let me show you. As a matter of fact, all I'm using here, it's a 5 megabits right here. Let me show you. All I'm using, it's a 5 megabits to run Shadow. Also keep in mind, when you are outside connected to your 5G connection, you're only using 5 megabits per second, which is nothing. But the beauty about Shadow is that you are also using their internet. So when you are browsing, when you are downloading something, you're actually now on their internet. They're 1 gigabit up, 1 gigabit down internet. So that's something to keep in mind as well. The downloads will be faster. You got 2 terabytes. I have 2 terabytes right here on this drive. Here, I'll show you. And look at this. Look how awesome this is. I can use the touchpad here as a mouse. Here, let me show you my my drive right here. I'll go to my this is PC right here. There it is. 2 terabytes. And also 224 gigabytes on the C. So I keep my C reserved for, Windows. And then over here, I got my 2 terabytes for video games. So let's start a game, for example. Let's go ahead and let's go and play Arma Forger. This is my Steam here, and I can play any game I want. Remember, you will be limited. If you install the Windows on your Steam Deck, you are going to be limited to what you can play. Here, you have no limitations. And on top of that, you have 1 gigabit up, 1 gigabit down internet from Shadow. And you can also play your PlayStation Now games. You can download the PlayStation Now app. You can play your PlayStation Now games and your Amazon Luna games and your Steam, everything. Dude, you can do anything now when you have this Shadow on the Steam Deck. And with these touchpads right here, it feels perfect instead of using the phone. So anyway, let's start Arma Reforger, I'm sorry. Let's start Arma Reforger really quick. And I'll turn the sound up so you guys can hear it and all that. All right, the game, it's installing right now. There it is. You'll see in a minute. After you finish watching this video, I think you're going to realize why Shadow and the Steam Deck, they go hand to hand perfectly. And that's the whole point of this video. We got the sound and everything. We're gonna go jump to a multiplayer right away. As you can see, everything's working perfectly. The controllers are working, the mouse and keyboard. Let's go to options here really quick. Go to settings. Let's select everything to maximum. Everything, so actually select everything to high. We're gonna select everything here to high. There we go. Everything's maxed out. I'm gonna click back, and we're gonna go to multiplayer, and we're gonna select playing something right away right now. Just give me a second. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna deploy. There I am. As you can see, runs just fine. You have to also remember we're using their internet. We're using the Shadow internet, so that way you don't have to worry about, you know, any kind of problem on your end, because we're using their internet. And it's a PC version, so we can crank up the graphics even higher here to make it look better. And I think that the performance, it's probably like 40 frames per second or something like that. Actually, let me change the settings. Let me move it down to like medium. Let me see. No, this is good enough. This runs better than a console version. I mean, Series X version, to be honest with you. As you can see, the buttons are working. I can also use a mouse if I want. So there's your answer to why I'm using Shadow. And think about it. Think about this. I'm only using it with a 5 megabits per second.
All stations, this is Alpha Main.
Now, this is just one game. I can play any game I want. Keep that in mind, dude. I got 2 terabytes plus 256 gigabytes to download as many games as I want. I can also run Stadia. I can run PlayStation Now. I can run the xCloud. Dude, endless possibilities. When you put Shadow inside the Steam Deck, you got endless of possibilities here. To me, this seems like a more convenient way of playing games, because I want to play all my games from a PC, dude. And this is a perfect device for a Shadow. This is probably the best device you can get for Shadow. It's the Steam Deck. I don't know if I can maybe bring it a little bit closer so you guys can see it. The quality is pretty darn good, man. Pretty darn good. Ah, there we go. I got killed, of course. Of course. Of course. No issues here. Things seems to be running good. Let's throw a grenade. See how it runs. Oh, he's shooting at me. I see you. Oh, this guy's still shooting at me. Run! Run to the cover. Run to the cover, bro. Get that tourniquet. Get that tourniquet. Alright, go get it. I know he's gonna kill me while I'm putting the tourniquet. I know that. But I accept that fate. It is what it is. I think it's only one guy. Now, you don't have to play this game. Of course, you can play any game you want to play. I'm only giving you a demo here, okay? So, let's say I want to exit the game. I want to go and play something else. Okay, let's go and exit the main menu. Exit the main menu. There we go. I can go back to my Windows, exit this game. Go ahead and exit the game. Yes, there we go. And then use my mouse right here. And then if I want to use a keyboard, I just press Steam and X. There you go. I mean, you will see it in a minute. Steam and X should be there in a minute. It'll show up. It'll pop up. You'll see it. There's the keyboard, right? So I can type in whatever I want to type in, whatever I want to do. There it is, right? It's even like a mechanical keyboard because you can feel every time you touch it. So Steam Deck, it's honestly probably the best device for your Shadow. Forget your phone, dude. I mean, really. And I'm only using, like I said, 5 megabytes to do this. And there I am. I can go to my Internet Explorer, my, whatever. And I can go ahead and I can, scroll down and check out the, the news and whatever. And, it's all good. There's my Steam and all the games on the Steam. I can use anything. I can even use the virtual reality, connect my Quest 2 with this as well. So the Shadow is probably the best service for your Steam Deck. And think about it, you got 2 terabytes of storage here. Okay, I got 2 terabytes of storage right here, and I can pretty much run anything I want to run. Flight Simulator, which I'm going to download. I'm going to download the Flight Simulator. I'm going to check that out on the Steam Deck. And I can take this with me anywhere I go, and I can go ahead and I can, take all of my games with me. This is the beauty about the Shadow. And think about something else. You're not also draining your battery. Your battery life is going to be better because now you're not using your GPU and CPU. You are using Shadow. So this will also going to help you conserve your battery life. That's another thing I forgot to mention. You're also going to conserve your battery life, man. I mean, if you don't use a Shadow on a Steam Deck, then I think you're missing out, dude. So how do you install the Shadow? It's very simple. Let me show you. All you have to do is just let me close the Shadow really quick here. So turn off Shadow. all you have to do is go to your Linux desktop mode. And how do you go to your Linux desktop mode? You press the power button, and on the power button usually is going to ask you to go to a desktop mode. So here, let's go to my gaming mode. Let's go back to my gaming mode. All right, let's do this really quick. I'll show you. Okay, so when you are on your gaming mode, which is the Steam Deck mode, all you have to do is press the power button and then switch down to a desktop mode, which I'm going to show you right now. All right, so now this is your Steam Deck user interface, game mode. So click the power button right here. Power button right there. It's right there on the top. You click that power button. There it is. Hold on. I apologize. You have to hold the power button for about a couple of seconds. And when you hold the power button for a couple of seconds, then here you can select to go to desktop mode. So all you have to do, hold the power button for about a couple of seconds, 3 seconds, and then you will see this layout here that's gonna ask you, what do you want to do? You want to sleep, shut down, restart, or switch to a desktop? So you go switch to a desktop, click on there, then you go to your Linux mode. There it is. And all you have to do after that is go to your Shadow, Tech Shadow apps right here, and download the Shadow for your Linux. I mean, for your Linux. I'm sorry, not Linux. Linux tech tip. For your Linux. I meant to say Linux, not Linux tech tip. I don't know why I'm mentioning Linux tech tip. But Linux. And once you download it, you open it, and voila. Also keep in mind, Shadow is going to be available in Canada. So Cameron, for you and for Martin, this will be pretty cool. Don't know when in Canada, but pretty soon in Canada. They said they're going to work on building data centers in Canada. So perfect. And you can also upgrade to a power mode, which is going to have a kick-ass Ryzen CPU with 4 cores, 8 threads. I think something like that. And then you're going to have a 16 gigs of RAM with a 3070 RTX GPU. So there's going to be that power mode available as well. So I think it's a Ryzen 4 cores, 8 threads, something like that. Anyway, so there you have it. And now all you have to do is just go to your Shadow and you're good to go. Click on your Shadow app. You go to your downloads of the Shadow app image, and you just have to click execute, and that's it. You are good to go. That's it. Very simple stuff. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm just trying to help you out here, give you some ideas on what works the best. To me personally, Steam Deck works the best with the Shadow, in my opinion. But that's just me. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching this, and I'll see you later. If you have any questions, please do leave them down below. Thank you.